Breaking news, evacuations at the Coleman Young building housing Detroit City Hall. A gun scare forcing people into the streets. For the very latest, we want to get to 7 Action News reporter Nima Shafee live on the scene. Nima, what is the latest?
Joanne, we're just about a block away from you here at Larned and Woodward. The police chief right now getting briefed on what we're being told seconds before going on the air is breaking details as it relates to what's going on here at the Coleman A. Young Municipal Center here in downtown Detroit. The building evacuated after a phone call to police around 8:45 this morning when someone breached security with what is believed to be a revolver of some kind inside a bag that the chief describes as somewhat of a legal briefcase, attache case. The chief being briefed right now by his deputy chief, or first chief, Steve Dolan, as it relates to what's going on. And the chief is slowly making his way over here, but he tells us that this is a man that was in a dark suit, a white male, 40 to 50 years old, in a darker suit that made his way inside, breached security. He was very opinionated about the security and the security breach. Joining us now is Chief Craig as he walks up. You have breaking details, Chief, as it relates to the breach in security here.
As I reported before, we have a person of interest that we're looking at. We have a video image. It's grainy. It's not the best. Again, appears to be a white male, possibly balding, wearing a yellow shirt, dark-colored suit. I also reported that there were some issues with communication. We have since learned that the communication breach might be between the security company and the building authority here and law enforcement. That's part of the issue that we're looking into right now.
You said it's grainy. Is there anything else?
It's grainy. We're going to try to get that image to you. We're working on it now so that we can put it out. Again, this is a person of interest, not a suspect. This was someone that when we first reported, we were looking at, but it looks like this is a person we want to investigate a little further.
Chief, we're
trying to work on his identification now.
We're live on 7 Action News. Tell us, if you will, what you believe may have caused this, aside from the communication breakdown.
Well, a person going through the checkpoint, clearly the image, there was an image of what security officers felt was a weapon or a handgun in a bag. However, security became aware of it after the fact. By that time, a suspect possibly got on an elevator and entered into the building.
How do you notice that after the fact when it goes through a security apparatus?
You know, that's a wonderful question, and we're looking at that. Clearly, we have a communication issue, and we're looking at the practices of the security company. I personally am not satisfied, but we're going to look closer into it. It's an opportunity for us to grow from this.
For everyone at home, what's going on right now as it stands?
We're still evacuating each floor, making sure we're pulling people out safely. That's being done. I believe by now all of the judges are out of the location. City council members and their staff are out of the location. And so we're continuing to go through each floor, each room.
And based on this new photo, are you still unsure if they're inside or outside?
We're not certain. A person could have, because one of the issues I had reported earlier, there was about
that, of course, for everyone at home, the chief answering a question as to whether or not he believes the person was still inside the building or may have already left the building. Again, they're looking for someone, a person of interest that they've identified through images, a grainy image at that is what he's calling it. He doesn't understand how someone got through with a weapon in their bag. At this point, what we will do is continue to keep you posted both on air and online at WXYZ.com. We're live this noon outside downtown Detroit, Coleman A. Young Municipal Center. I'm Nima Shafee. Back to you, Joanne.
Yeah, Nima, before we let you go, a white male in a dark suit. There's a whole lot of court business, a lot of business goes on there. I mean, a lot of people in that building would fit that description, certainly.
Right now the description is such that they believe this guy may be, they don't know if he's an attorney, they don't know if it was linked to maybe a case, because this is also the court, Joanne, you may recall, that handles a lot of domestic cases as well, so they don't know if this guy was here in a possible threat-like manner to hurt somebody. They don't know. That's why they're taking this so seriously with regards to going through every floor, every courtroom, every office, looking through those bags, trying to determine where this weapon may be. But again, as you just heard the chief say, as you heard me paraphrase what he said, the person of interest may have already left the building. So at this point, it's still going through the building just to make sure that they did a clean sweep and they've done their due diligence.
And just one more thing, Nima, I know we talked earlier today about a lockdown, and then we also used the word evacuations. It sounds like Chief said they're evacuating floor by floor, but everyone else is in place until they get to that person's floor.
Exactly, that's right. So right now the building is still under lockdown. He's still going through. The officers from the ATF, the FBI, the Wayne County Sheriff's Department, as well as Detroit Police Department Special Response Team going through that building. We saw about an hour and a half ago, Joanne, a number of officers in tactical gear with long rifles going through the building. That is, of course, part of their process in terms of clearing out the building. But as you mentioned, yes, they're holding the people on the building, on the floors, respectively, until they go through each floor and let them out and evacuate them appropriately.
All right, you'll stay there and bring us the very latest happening just about a block away, as you mentioned, from where we are broadcasting right now. Nima Shafee, thank you so much. Bring us updates when they warrant.